Hey everyone, welcome back. I am so glad you're here. Can't believe it. Final one. It's really strange. Anyway, I have some things that I would like to say, and I'm going to hold off until you've had a chance to watch these last two episodes. So I just kind of wanted to get right into it. In 1985, I went to see this new movie that had just opened up, and it had the most profound effect on me. So profound that I actually went back to that movie theater and I saw that movie 15 more times. I bought and read the book. I had the soundtrack. I was obsessed. That movie was The Color Purple. Fast forward 2.5 decades later, I went to see the musical revival of the show on Broadway, starring Cynthia Erivo in the role of Celie, giving probably the greatest performance I've ever seen on a Broadway stage. Truly. I've never witnessed somebody get a standing ovation after their 11 o'clock number when it wasn't at the end of the first act or at the end of the show, but in the middle of the show, she got a standing ovation, and it was my understanding that she got one every performance. When we were putting together the narrative arc of the storyline for this, I knew that that song would be perfect in that place. I'm Here from The Color Purple is the featured song in episode 11. Episode 12 is bittersweet for me. I had the unbelievable good fortune of making my Broadway debut when I was 19 years old in a chorus line at the Shubert Theater. You know, if somebody asked me how to describe my experience in that show in one sentence, I probably would just say it felt like a dream. And it truly did. You know, I can still remember my audition, and I can see vividly, I can still see my opening night so clearly. I remember turning around away from the mirror in the opening number, and I'm down front, and I just had this tingles all over my body and this sudden rush of shock, I guess you could say, or disbelief, wondering, how the hell did I get here? How did this 19-year-old kid from California get to be able to stand on this landmark stage in this iconic show on Broadway? How did this happen? I was really in utter disbelief. I couldn't believe it. Well, I stayed with that show for a year and a half, and I will be forever grateful, eternally grateful for that experience. I learned so much about the business and so much about myself, and made some lifelong friends that I just treasure, and I just couldn't be more proud or grateful for that moment. I really feel very lucky to experience that. What I Did for Love from a chorus line is the featured song in episode 12. Now I have a little fun fact. Barbara Deutsch, who plays my mother in this series, true story, when she was an actress in New York, she saw the final dress rehearsal of a chorus line at the Public Theater before we went to Broadway. When she told me that, I was like, wait, what? This was like, are you kidding me? You know, I made a decision when we were starting to work on the narrative element. I said, you know, I don't want to play myself. Every time I do a music endeavor, I'm always myself. I was like, no, ew, boring. I just wanted to, you know, have a little bit more freedom with the story and be able to, you know, sort of explore some different avenues with that. And I said, this is perfect, since Barbara's character is Barbara Matthews, and she was a musical theater actress in New York. If you've been watching the web series, you know that. But my character is also a musical theater actor. And I thought, perfect. Her backstory will be, she was pregnant with me. She went and saw the final dress rehearsal of a chorus line, was so moved by it, so inspired, that she decided to name me Zach, which happens to be the male lead character in a chorus line. So that's how I got my name, Zach Matthews. Little tidbit of behind the scenes info. Don't worry, it's not a spoiler. It won't ruin your experience. But, oh, I have one other thing. Look at this. I'm in my guest room, but look at these pictures, if you can see. On the end right there, that is the Schubert Theater marquee when a chorus line was playing, and that's when I was in the show, actually. That picture was taken when I was in the show. And this right here, you can't really see it. I'll share it. You know what? I'll share these pictures on my social media. But this is from standing on the Schubert Theater stage, looking out to the audience. It's an empty house, and I just love those pictures so much. They mean so much to me. So, anyway, a little bit of personal info. Anyway, without any more delay, here is episode 11 and episode 12, the final 2 episodes of 11 O'Clock Number. I hope you enjoy. I'll see you on the other side. I'll see you soon. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I mean, it hasn't been around very long. Therefore, it hasn't been tested very much. Who knows what it can do to us long term? I mean, nobody knows. I mean, it's just April Fools. Are you kidding me? What? 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 After the year we've all had? Really? Really? Okay. All I know is that if I have to wipe down one more grocery bag, or order one more DoorDash, or binge watch one more bake show on Netflix, I'm gonna kill myself. Okay? I'm gonna get a gun. I don't own a gun, but I'll get a gun and I will kill myself. You all some stupid people. Stupid. Stupid. Just a bunch of petulant, defiant little babies. No, don't tell me what to do. You're taking away my freedom. Give me a break. You know what? Be a real patriot, do your civic duty, and get vaccinated. I used to have this thing called a life, and I would really love to get back to it. Sooner than later. Okay? Thanks. I am so done with you people. All I know is I'm vaxxed, chillaxed, and I'm here. Dear God, I'm here! Oh, man. That was my mom's favorite movie. The Color Purple? She took me to see that thing 16 times in the movie theater. 16. True story. I don't know what it is about that film, but you know, I've had many discussions with my friends over the years, mostly gay friends, and they all had a similar connection to it. I don't know if it's because it's people that have been marginalized most of their lives, but man, that film really played a profound part in my adolescence. It really did. And I can't explain why. It just affected me so deeply. And it stuck with me. You know, it resonated with me, and to this day it is still my favorite movie. I'm here.
I don't need you to love me. I don't need you to love. I got my sister. I can feel her now. She may not be here, but she's still mine, and I know she still loves me. Got my children, I can't hold them now. They may not be here, but they still mine, I hope. they know I still love them. I got my house, it still keep the cold out. Got my chair when my body can't hold out. Got my hands doing good like they're supposed to. Showing my heart to the folks that I'm close to. Got my eyes, though they don't see as far now. They see more about how things really are now. I'm gonna take a deep breath. I'm gonna hold my head up. Gonna put my shoulders back and look you straight in the eye. I'm gonna flirt with somebody when they walk by. I'm gonna sing out, sing out. I believe I have inside of me everything that I need to live a bountiful life. And all the love alive in me, I'll stand as tall is treated. And I'm thankful for each day that I'm given, both the easy and hard ones I'm living. But most of all, I am thankful for loving who I really am. I'm beautiful. Yes, I'm beautiful. And I'm here.
You know, I used to hate my name. Almost my entire life, I didn't like my name. And when I got to New York and started auditioning, I really contemplated on changing my stage name to something else. See, my mother named me Zach after she saw the final dress rehearsal of a chorus line at the public theater. And I just thought it was corny and I just never liked it. But I don't know, as I've gotten older, I really learned to appreciate it and I really actually love it now. It's kind of cool. Well, it's April 14th, 2021, and I'm 2 weeks after my second vaccination shot. And I think it's time for me to make a change, you know? So I got my ticket. I think it's time to go home. Where it feels like home to me, anyway. And I'm not gonna give up. You know, I might be older and I don't know, a little thicker around the waist or whatever. I'm here and I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna go back. I wanna get that number.
Never be enough.
Not my words. And it's time to kiss this video diary goodbye. So until next time, cheers.
Kiss today goodbye. the sweetness and the sorrow. Wish me luck the same to you. But I can't regret what I did for love, what I did for love. Look, my eyes are dry. The gift was ours to borrow. It's as if we always knew. And I won't forget what I did for love, what I did for love. Gone, love is never gone. As we travel on, love's what we'll remember. Kiss today goodbye and point me toward tomorrow. We did what we had to do. Won't forget, can't regret what I did for love. What I did for love. What I did for love. Love is never gone. As we travel on, love's what we'll remember. Kiss today goodbye and point me toward tomorrow. We did what we had to do. Won't forget, can't regret what I did for love. What I did for love. What I did for love.
I hope you enjoyed it. I just want to give a special shout out to a few people and just say thank you to all of my friends who agreed to play a little part in this project. It really, really, really means a lot to me. You gave of your time and your talent, and I am just so grateful. Thank you so much. Jason Graw, Jolie Jenkins, Marty Thomas, Julie Garnier, James Tabik, Kathy Deach, Barbara Deutsch. I know I'm probably going to forget people. Ty Taylor, Haviland Stillwell. Besides, doing a couple little parts in a few of the episodes, Haviland also did a lot of things behind the scenes. She served as an AD a couple days, and she also was just a great sounding board and really she just helped out immensely, and I can't thank her enough. Thank you, Javi, for being a part of this. Javi's partner, Reed Stillwell, was my co-director and co-creator of the narrative, and I really could not have done it without them. And I cannot wait to work on our next project together. They're so talented, I can't even tell you. Thank you, Reed. Thank you so much for being a part of this. To Andy Zula, my producing partner in the music department. I've worked with Andy for over 20 years, and he always delivers. I can always count on him to deliver something really unbelievable, and he always does. And I can't thank him enough. And for also streaming this whole thing out to the world, he's responsible and helping make that happen. So thank you, my friend. I can't thank you enough. Thank you. To my crew, what can I say? Jesse Aragon, who did the cinematography and just created some of the most beautiful imagery. I'm so indebted to you. Thank you, Jesse, for another wonderful, wonderful, wonderful production together. For Sabrina Feldman for dressing me in all the musical numbers, because I hate clothes shopping. And she did such a beautiful job. Thank you, Sabrina. I'm so grateful. To all the musicians that played on this, there were so many. Thank you guys. You all were unbelievable. I have to give a little bit of a shout out to Andrea Witt, who is my string player, and she plays violin and viola on 11 of the 12 songs. And I have to say, I'm going to do a video about this later, but her contribution was huge, and I adore this woman. She is so talented and so easy and fun to work with, and I treasure her musicianship and her commitment to creativity, and most of all, her friendship. I love you, Andrea. Thank you so much for being a part of this and being such an important part of this. My gosh, who else am I forgetting? I know I'm forgetting many people. To my friend Billy Porter, who I've known for over 35 years almost. Probably my oldest friend from New York, and he's like my brother. And he does the voiceover in the prologue at the very top of the series. You can't mistake the voice. Thank you, my sweet friend, for doing that and doing it so quickly and without any questions. I really, really appreciate that. To Joanne Hunter for doing the impromptu camera work in the prologue as well. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, go back and watch one of the promos that I posted a couple weeks ago about it. It's very funny and endearing, and she's one of my dearest friends from way, way back, and I just love that woman, and she was such a sport to do that. And I used a lot of the footage she shot, so there you go. To Ron Kellum for letting me use his likeness and some old pictures of us that I had. He was my horrible boyfriend that dumped me in episode 2. And thank you, Ron, for letting me use you and your likeness in this. Thank you, honey. I love you. I have to give a special shout out to another person, because without him, I can honestly say this probably would have never evolved into what it became. I really credit him a lot with that. My dear, dear friend of, once again, over 30 years, I did cats with him. We reconnected over the pandemic time, and we did a fundraiser together, and we hadn't spoken or seen each other in years, and we reconnected. Come to find out, we live like a mile from one another. Crazy. He's gone on to become a very big television choreographer, and I think he's been nominated for 5 Emmys or something like that. Anyway, he's a real deal. He came over to my house one day, and we were just sharing stuff about our lives, what's been going on, and I just finished recording one of the songs for this. And I played him, I don't know, 4 or 5 songs from this, and he just, after I finished, he just stopped. He's like, no man is singing these songs this way. That's for sure. You have something really special here. You need to create something special around this music. So he was the one that put the bug in my ear and forced me to look past my limited vision of what this project could be. And because of him, it fleshed out and became what it is now. Thank you, Fred Talixon, for that. I really, really, really am so grateful for you and for that moment. And I'm so appreciative. Fred happened to also sing. Fred is an unbelievable singer, by the way. He played Rusty in Starlight Express for years. He's amazing. But he came over. When I was doing what I did for Love, the background vocals. In the show, it's the whole cast. And I knew in this version, since all the songs were originally sung by women, I naturally wanted all the background vocals to be by men. So Fred sang on that song, as well as Willie Falk, who's the original Chris in Miss Saigon on Broadway, and I did Joseph with. Ty Taylor, another Joseph alumni. Josh Adamson, another dear friend of mine from New York. Kevin Spiritus, who I did Chorus Line on Broadway with. I know I'm forgetting other people. Chuck Sekula, who played my love interest in Hopeful Romantic, if you've seen that. Plus, he's been on Broadway many times, one of my dearest and favorite people. Justin Nager, who did the vocal arrangement for Anything But Lonely. Brilliant, brilliant man. And his group, the Broadway Boys, they all sing backup on What I Did for Love. So if you're wondering who all those voices are, that's who they are. You know, this has been the most creatively rewarding 2.5 years of my life. Really, really, really has. Partly because of all the hats that I chose to wear, all the responsibilities that I put upon myself by choice to direct it and to co-create the narrative and to co-produce the music with Andy and produce the entire thing, edit the whole project myself and star in it. I've never done those many responsibilities in one project of this magnitude. And, you know, I just have to say, I loved every minute. Well, maybe not every minute. I loved almost every minute of this. I had the time of my life, and I'm so grateful that I was fortunate enough to be able to do that. Huge thank you to the El Portal Theater and Jay and all the people there for letting us shoot for 2 days. All those musical numbers you saw on the stage were really performed on stage there at their beautiful theater in the NoHo Arts District. They're so generous, so wonderful, and I love shooting there. I don't know what else to say, other than I'm just so proud of what we all created. I think this is something that's very unique, and I think it's special. And, you know, people ask me what I want to get out of this in the end, and I really honestly can say, I just want people to see it. I just want as many people to see it, because the people that do see it, I know, are affected. And that's what art is all about. You know, as much as I love creating art for just my friends and my family and myself, that's not what it's about for me. I want to get it out to the world, to as many people as possible. And it's not about making money or becoming a star. It's just, I want to share that creativity that I put 2.5 years of my life into. Otherwise, why do it? You know what I mean? Really. And that's my biggest hope for this, is I hope it gets seen by as many people as possible, and as many people as I think it deserves to be seen by. So, you know, there are a lot of people that hate musicals. I am fully aware of it, especially movie musicals. I have friends that are that way, and trust me, I get it. There are a lot of bad ones. But I get excited and inspired with the thought of presenting a new musical format, you know, a new way to present musical on film to hopefully a bigger audience, not just a niche audience that loves musical theater, but people that generally would probably not watch a movie musical or a television show, with music in it. I think by doing the short form format and in the way that we sort of presented the musical numbers, it definitely has much more of a music video approach in the delivery, which I think it makes it a lot easier to digest from a mass audience standpoint. And that excites me. And I love the idea of finding new ways to present musical content to a wider audience. And that's my MO from this day forward. So I'm hoping to have more opportunities down the road with other artists, not just me. Please, God, not just me. So bored with me. That's what I love. That excites me and inspires me. So we'll see. Who knows? There might be some few things on the horizon from this. Who knows? Maybe I'll let you know. Of course I will. What am I talking about? Of course, you'll be the first to know. Anyway, I won't keep you for any longer, but I just thank you again for your love, your support, and for always being there for me for this project and for really everything that I do. I couldn't be more thankful. I really am. I appreciate all of you for doing that. So until next time, please be good to yourself. Please be good to one another, and I love you. Thank you.